Oh, I'm glad to get flowers before I die. Thank you, darling.
You are welcome. These flowers were sent from a friend from LA.
Yes, there's supposed to be about, can you put on the piano for me there? There's supposed to be about 7 people coming from Los Angeles. I don't know if they made it here. Yes, one of them also is a famous producer by the name of Dan Gore. He's here.
Right there.
It took me 12 years. I'm glad you came before I croak. Since I'm between 40 and death. They said, David, when you show those old pictures from Finocchio from the 1970s, and you come out, they'll say what happened. I said, well, let me look at the audience here. Is anybody 18 anymore? Well, I keep showing this because they say, when you wear a gown, please show your legs so they know you got legs. Still, Mrs. Finocchio to say, don't show too many legs. We want the legs to be shown not by the singers, but by the Yvettes. The Yvettes were the chorus line. So she wanted us to be gowned and not to show too much legs. I said, well, now I better do it. Well, I still got them. This is interesting. This gown you see here used to belong to the great MC from Finocchio's by the name of Carol Wallace, who I will be speaking about later in the show. It's a 1950s vintage, and people who seen it, who know about embroidery and sequins, they tell me, it's okay, otherwise they think we're on fire. It's okay, guys, no more smoke. They said, anyway, I inherited this, and it's very strange because I'm doing a tribute to Carol too, in the show today, and last month I got an email from somebody saying that this gown was stored in the East Coast for 25 years. If I wanted to have it, so sure. So I'm sure Carol Wallace pulled some strings, and I think it was made, according to what I heard, by either Lana Turner's or Hedy Lamar's costumers from MGM, because Carol used to have the knowledge of those people in Hollywood when he was young. Anyway, I showed that tribute to my mom because without her, there would be no David Alba. And when she passed away, 50% of me died. And people keep saying to me, go on. I say, I do go on. But there's an old saying in the theater that when you are in pain and you go on stage and the lights hit you, the pain goes away. It's the stinking lie. But anyway, she used to always be in front, watching me perform. And she was part of the Finocchio Memoirs because I used to own a very well-known hair salon called Ari the Hairstylist. And she was my secretary after she retired from teaching in Chicago. And one day, this ties the story. I was working, I used to work at night at Finocchio's and do hair in the daytime and makeup. My mother says, Ari, that's my real name, H-E-R-I. Ari, you know who's on the phone? Mrs. Finocchio. I said, Mrs. Finocchio called me at the shop. She wants to come with Joe Finocchio to see you. I said, really? Because she always used to call at night and say, can you come tonight? So about an hour later, a black car pulls up in front of the shop. And here comes Joseph and E. Finocchio. And I can just see him. I wish we had taken some photographs. He would go from each hair dryer. Hello, hello. This is the way he spoke. I am Joe Finocchio, the owner of Finocchio Club. I'm happy to meet you. When you give me your name, if you want to come to my show, you can come in for free. You tell you're David Alba's customer. Of course, while he's doing that talk, Miss Finocchio, which I cannot impersonate her voice, she would come. She stood next to me here. She's like, keep going, David. Do the hair. I just wanted to tell you, Carol is sick this week. Can you do the MC job? I knew about the MC job forever. I was there working all the time, so she made a big deal. So remember, you have to do the lights and the sound and the introductions and memorize this and memorize that. But keep doing hair, but listen to me. So I'm doing hair, and she's trying to be polite and watching her. Anyway, my mother was involved there. Then later on, the great Laverne Cummings had to do a new song, and he couldn't make it to the wonderful pianist and arranger, Bill Bullard, who lived in Oakland. And my mother had a piano, the one she was playing here. And Bill Bullard came to my mom's house, and Laverne came, and they rehearsed a song. By the way, I already introduced Dan Gore, but we have here the legendary Paul Laverne Cummings, who graced the stage of Finocchio for many years. And next to him, one of the finest ventriloquists that Finocchio ever had, and anywhere in the 20th century, Kenny Stewart, who was very kind to help me with some of these videos. Well, I gave you a little story. I made a change because Kenny Kurt used to say, don't stand on the stage for more than 10 or 15 minutes with the same costume. Get up and change. So I made a change, because we haven't got a budget to have boys dancing. You just have to listen to some pre-recorded music, which, by the way, most of the songs were recorded in a studio in Burlingame with Bill Bullard playing the piano. The one I sang, Quanto Lo Siento, that was recorded by a dear friend of mine by the name of Linda LeBlanche. But these are original songs I sang at Finocchio's. I hope, if I make a mistake, since there's no way to take takes like TV, I haven't sang them since 1975, 89, so I hope I remember the lyrics. I need change now, I'll be back. Oh, you see, I had a senior moment. You see, this video you're going to see, otherwise it makes no sense to you. My friend Paul Reiner, my longtime partner, was friendly with Mrs. Finocchio, and she's never allowed movies, cameras, or video cameras at a club. But she wanted the club, some photos taken of the entertainers. In those days were lean times for us. We didn't have the money to buy a fancy video camera. This was in the 70s, before some of you were born. Now, we had a Super 8 camera, silent film. So he took it at Finocchio's and filmed most of the sequences. We were able to find a soundtrack recording of Laverne Cummings singing "Here's That Rainy Day" from a studio, and Carol Wallace announcing him. So that's real. The rest was superimposed sound we had to put later on. So this is what you're going to see, but some of the people, most of the people in this film have passed on. So it is a relic. And I hate to do a show about so morbid, but if I don't take care of my old friends from Finocchio's, who will? So this is a tribute to them. Where's the boy with a bugle? My little love was always my big romance. Where's the boy with a bugle? And why did I ever buy him those damn long pants? Did he need a stronger hand? Did he need a lighter touch? Was I soft or was I tough? Did I give enough? Did I give too much? At the moment when he needed me, did I ever turn away? I needed when he called, if he walked into my life today. Where his days are a little dark, where his nights are a little wild. Did I overstress my plan. Did I stress the man and forget the child? But there must have been a million things that my heart forgot to say. But I'd be there when he called, if he walked into my life today. Should I blame the times I pampered him, or blame the times I lost him? What a shame, I never really found that boy before I lost him. Were the years a little fast? Was his world a little free? Was there too much of a crowd, all too lush and loud, and not enough of me? So I asked myself my whole life long, what went wrong along the way? Would I be there when he called, if he walked into my life today? If the boy with a bugle walked into my life today. Thank you. That's sweet.